Sin Chow. What's up, everybody? So, we've got a lot of stuff to unpack pretty quickly here. Well, maybe not quickly. We'll take our time. Fat and Broke's never in a hurry, and I like things raw and uncut, and I always will. So the first thing, as you can see behind me, there's another festival that's going to happen here. I probably won't be attending this festival. And we'll go into details about that now. So, in Da Nang, it's I think the third largest city in Vietnam. They've had a COVID-19 flare-up. There's 14 confirmed infected people in Da Nang as of today, as of right now. Probably a lot more. I don't like to report anything that I can't actually see that's truthful, so I'm not gonna theorize and all that stuff too much, but let me just tell you that it's a new kind of COVID. It's the more infectious one. I can't remember where they said it was from. I think it's the Italy one or the American one. It's a new kind of COVID though. It's a stronger, much more aggressive, much more deadlier strain of COVID than what we dealt with on our first wave. So they've already started to lock down Da Nang. They've locked half the city down. The weird thing they did let happen is they let me take these earbuds off so I can hear better. They let 80,000 people leave amidst, like, right when the first 2 or 3 infections came out. It was initially an old guy. He had a cough and fever. He went to the hospital a few times. The last time he went, they tested for COVID. He came up positive, and then they confirmed it. There's been no other cases. I think only 1 other or 2 other cases directly linked to him, and the other ones are all just random. So it definitely has started back up in Da Nang again, which is a bit worrisome. It's not what we really want to happen. So yeah, it seems like Da Nang had a flare up. They let 80,000 people leave because everyone's been traveling in Vietnam, you know. There's nowhere else to travel, so there's been lots of domestic travel from Vietnamese inside of Vietnam, and Da Nang's one of the largest tourist attractions. Da Nang's pretty much essentially become a ghost town again already. Like I said, they've locked up about 80% of it. Most of the districts and even outer provinces have been locked up there. They set up barricades. They set up protocol. God loves his horn. They set up protocol. So it's a bit worrisome, especially with the 80,000 people that got to leave. My mask is in my back pocket. I'll wear it when we're in the grocery store shopping. That's going to be part of this video as well. But yeah, so they'll let 80,000 people go home to all the different, you know, cities and everywhere. So my guesstimation in about 2 weeks is most likely Saigon will be in a soft lockdown of some sort. There'll be the social distancing back. No more than 2 people's out. They already did it in Da Nang to where it's only fundamental businesses again. They closed all the bars, karaoke clubs, all that stuff down. So they've essentially locked down Da Nang again. So I mean, the writing's kind of on the wall, especially if they let 80,000 people go without proper testing and all that stuff. So most likely it's going to flare back up in Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh, and yeah. So I see in the next few weeks we're probably going to have a kind of intense flare-up of COVID again, and this new strain that's more aggressive. A lot of the people, the 14 people, like half of them are on ventilators and some kind of other machine. They're on some serious, they're already in a serious way now. So it's not very encouraging. Am I worried about it? Not too much. I mean, because I'm good at following protocol. You know, if you tell me to stay inside and wear my mask and all that stuff, I'm gonna do it. So I thought I would update you guys on that. It's definitely gonna further delay people getting in here. Another thing I want to talk about is quite a few people on my channel have been telling me, yeah, I got a teaching job and they paid for the flight and I leave in August and everything's all good. I'm an essential worker. Just today, the government is cracking down on all that shit. So this is a message to you guys. Make sure you have insurance on that stuff because I'm pretty sure you're not gonna get here. they're really only going to let like actual experts in for a field. There's already plenty of teachers here, so that was kind of what we would call in America a loophole that they were doing to get people here essentially. I don't know that you're going to be able to come in August, especially now that we have the Da Nang flare up. It's a tough choice. I wouldn't put all my eggs in that basket. I think you're going to see lots of locking down. There's no bus, no train, no any kind of travel in or out of Da Nang now. So they've already pretty much essentially locked that city down. So we just have to look at it in a realistic manner. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to have these plans that, you know, and you think they're all good because a company said, yeah, you're hired, you've got this teaching job, you're an essential worker. And they pretty much outline in this article that teaching is not an essential expert field that needs to come in. It's only diplomatics and like people that are doctors and shit like that. That's what they mean by essential workers. So now that this flare-up's happened, they're gonna check all that shit. They're gonna check the paperwork. They're gonna check these companies out. And they're gonna see that if it's just for teaching, why would we need a teacher if we're gonna go into lockdown again? You're not gonna have a job anyways because there's gonna be nowhere to teach, because most likely we're gonna be in a 1 or 2 month lockdown again if my calculations are correct. Now, I'm not any expert here. Don't get on my nuts like I'm some kind of preacher of what's gonna happen. I'm just giving you a possible theory of what may happen from the Da Nang. And we already know that the government's looking into all these loopholes that were had to get people here that got like a teaching job, etc. The way I read it, like I said, is pretty much diplomatic people and experts in like medical field, like doctors and shit like this. Like, I didn't see anything that a teacher was a priority job to get here during its current lockdown still. So yeah, I thought I would let you know that. What else do I want to address before we go into on the market? I've been getting a lot of negative comments that I'm mean to Winnie, and it's really not like that. On a lot of the past videos you've seen, we're dual streaming, so we're shooting 2 videos at once. So I have to manage both those at the same time. It may seem like I'm a little snippy, but I'm really not. I'm trying to make sure my phone doesn't get stolen, because I've already had my phone stolen once here. Actually twice, if we're gonna be honest. I've had my phone stolen twice here. So you have to be really mindful of this stuff, and she's newer to doing this now. She's really getting into it. It's really awesome. She's doing a really, really good job, and I super fucking appreciate her for it. But you just gotta understand that sometimes I've just gotta be like, oh, hold the camera over here, hold the camera over here. It's not in any kind of ill jest. It's just me trying to manage 2 things at one time, and it's not as easy as it really sounds. I'm shooting a YouTube usually, and she's usually doing the live stream on Twitch. So, I mean, I think we're gonna move away from that and just do one or the other now, just because it makes things a lot easier. So my plan now, because I have a feeling that Saigon's gonna be pretty much into a lockdown again pretty quick here. I'd say within 2, 3, 4 weeks, I'm gonna try to shoot as much YouTube content so I have a nice backlog all the way through if we do have like another 14, 21 day, 30 day, 60 day lockdown. Da Nang is locked down for 7 days, I want to say, which is weird. I thought it would be 14, but for some reason just 7 days, and they're going to see how bad it actually gets. So we'll really know what's going to happen in the next 7 days. The thing that's very worrisome is the 80,000 people that got to leave. That just makes me worried that quite a bit of those people might have it, might be asymptomatic, might go home, and yeah, you just never know with that type of stuff, guys. So I try to be optimistic and good attitude. That's kind of how I live my life. It may not always seem like that. You know, you only see what you see on these videos and what you see on live stream. You don't really know how I am as a person. I'm actually a super chill dude, super nice. I try to have a really positive outlook in life. So yeah, we're gonna hope for the best and hope none of that shit I just talked about happens, and that everything just keeps going on as normal. Like, everything stays open. They keep it isolated in Da Nang, and hopefully none of the 80,000 citizens of Vietnam that left Da Nang are infected, and have the best hopes about it. So now we're gonna go shopping. I'm gonna go to Annam Market. I haven't been here in 2 months because we haven't had any money. I have just a little bit of extra money now, so we're gonna get some salmon, we're gonna get some steak. I think I might make like a light macaroni and cheese. Yeah, we're gonna have like a little date night at home. I'm gonna make dinner. We're gonna go to the gym together when she gets off work. Yeah, so tomorrow we'll be back on live streaming, maybe even tonight at home cooking. I don't know, I'm not sure. I might even shoot a YouTube video of us cooking tonight. Not sure, but my goal for the next 2 to 5 days is just aggressively shoot YouTube content every day. And good content. You know, a lot of people think I put everything out, and I've said this in comments and other things, about 1 out of 3 videos make it onto YouTube, because just 2 of them, they're just not that good, or the content's not that good, or it's a little boring, or the camera work's not that good, for various different reasons. Usually 2 out of the 3 videos don't make it to YouTube. It's 1 out of 3 that really make it, because I'm starting to really care about what I put out. Not that I haven't always, but I'm getting more aware of what people will like and not like. So thank you guys for the support. We're gonna head into the grocery store now. I'll flip the camera back on then. I hope you enjoyed that update on the CCP virus and what's happening here in Vietnam. And I hope you guys are all safe at home. I hope everyone's happy. I thank you guys so much for the support, as usual. You guys are legends. The channel's really growing, really strong, thanks to all you guys. So let's just keep it moving, bros and girls. So yeah, we'll see you in the grocery store. Peace.